I'm really disgusted by what's happening in D.C. The blatant move toward autocracy, the attacks on federal employees, the gutting of essential government services. I'm just really concerned. This doesn't seem to be about small government. It seems to be about dismantling democracy. And I'm worried that the consequences will hit home here in our communities. Like slashing public services seems to mean fewer resources for disaster response, infrastructure, local arts and education programs. Um, I'm wondering what you're doing about this. The reckless influence of billionaires like Elon Musk over policy decisions seems to threaten not just democracy, but the well-being of everyday Californians. Um, what are you doing to stand against these things that feel dangerous and fight for people, that we elected you to represent us?
Well, thank you, ma'am, for the question. I can't say I agree with the way you've characterized everything, but I can tell that you're coming at this from a good place, that you care deeply about our country and about our community. And what I can tell you, and what I hope you'll agree with as well, where I think we can find some common ground, is that it's really important to protect our communities, to make sure that we get our fair share of federal support. You mentioned arts and education. I've been a huge advocate for arts education from the time I was in the legislature. We actually significantly expanded support for arts and education in the arts. And then for issues like disaster relief, I've been a strong advocate for making sure that California gets its share of funds, whether it's in Grizzly Flats, which is within my district, or the folks who have lost their homes in Los Angeles. And as I mentioned earlier, as there are efforts ongoing to reform the federal government, which previous presidents have done as well, I'm keeping a very close eye on how it affects our district, so that I can make sure to highlight and make sure that we don't have anything happen that's going to remove our ability to provide vital services. And so I actually gave a floor speech on this very topic on the floor of the House just a couple weeks ago, related to the issue of grants for fire safe councils and forest management, as well as related to Forest Service positions, and that's what I'll continue to do. But thank you very much. I appreciate your concerns.